Chris Plant here, excited to tell you that we already have over 100 listeners booked for our July 2026 Mediterranean Sea Cruise. If you haven't booked yet, what are you waiting for? Join in on the fun. Visit ChrisPlantCruise.com.
Are your paid search campaigns struggling to drive real growth? Viant helps you reach more of your audience right where they're watching. Streaming TV. Get started today at ViantCTV.com.
For more than 35 years, Fisher Houses have been there for military and veteran families, saving more than $610 million. The foundation is on the road to building 100 Fisher Houses across the country and overseas. Learn more at fisherhouse.org.
Vigils and praying. And once again, it should be noted repeatedly, no riots, no looting, no violence, no. But it's good. The left showed up and some violence at the Charlie Kirk vigil in Phoenix, Arizona, and more. Oh, and the Democrats tried to bring crime back to D.C. You see the 4 people stabbed.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station.
Making sense of the news.
News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 9. Good morning. I'm John Matthews. Breaking overnight while you slept, President Trump made another threat against D.C. to take over city law enforcement.
Last week, Mayor Bowser said the status quo will return and law enforcement will follow a D.C. law that forbids working with ICE except under extremely limited circumstances. Well, Trump again at 1:09 this morning put up this post on Truth Social warning that, quote, if I allow this to happen, crime will come roaring back. He said he's willing to call a national emergency and federalize the district again, saying to the residents and businesses, I am with you and will not allow this to happen.
7 News' John Rogers. Tributes to Charlie Kirk continue as the investigation into his murder case continues.
At the Kennedy Center in Washington, supporters of the Trump administration and Congress gathered for a prayer service and public memorial. Meantime, new details are emerging about Kirk's alleged killer, Tyler Robinson. He's being held at the Utah County Jail under special watch pending mental health evaluation. Investigators say they are running into some roadblocks as they search for a motive. Robinson is not cooperating, but his roommate and parents are. Investigators are also looking into reports of a note that may have been left behind.
Fox News' Alicia Acuna. Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen traveled to Iowa this weekend to attend a political fundraiser and to endorse progressive Democrat Zohran Mamdani to be the next mayor of New York.
He is focused on ensuring that people can afford to live in the place that they work. That should be our goal in New York City, Des Moines, and every town and city and place across the United States of America.
Van Hollen blasted New York Democrats for spineless politics for taking so long to do the same. Mamdani is running and leading against former Governor Andrew Cuomo and current Mayor Eric Adams, among others in the race. A violent death in Prince George's County Sunday.
A woman was found murdered and a man was found badly injured inside a Fort Washington home. Officers were called out yesterday to the home on Bond Hill Drive for a welfare check. A woman inside was found dead. The man was taken to the hospital in critical condition. If you have any information about the case, you're asked to call Prince George's County Police.
7 News' Melanie Hastings. We don't know how the woman died. Police cited only trauma to her body. The final D.C. Council vote on the RFK site will take place Wednesday. Mayor Muriel Bowser hoping for smooth sailing.
I hope there are no changes. There was a lot of discussion and the debate and negotiation on the first vote, and it should go through.
The margin to pass that first vote was 9-3 in favor. Ward 1 council member Brianne Nadeau was against.
The city has negotiated a deal that will pay well for the team, but not for the district or its residents.
Deputy Mayor Nina Albert's message of support for the plan that includes much more than a home for the commanders.
To be able to enjoy housing, 30% affordable housing as part of that deal. I think that there is a lot of that alignment, excitement.
Scotland on WMAL and WMAL.com.
Loudoun County's now officially banned Confederate and segregationist street names.
After Virginia gave local governments the right to remove Confederate statues on their property back in 2021, Supervisor Julie Briskman says she and Supervisor Corin Sains had a realization.
We started to think about, well, we have a number of streets and highways and parks honoring basically traitors Confederates and even those who were segregationists.
Changing that and a lot more has already been accomplished in Loudoun. Briskman says she is super proud of their work. Matt Coates on WMAL and WMAL.com.
Traffic and weather next.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, I'll never forget his old ringtone. He made it as loud as it could go because he could not afford to miss a single customer call. That stuck with me. When we started OpenPhone, our mission was to help businesses not just stay in touch, but make every customer feel valued, no matter when they might call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text customers, all through an app on your phone or computer. Your calls, messages, and contacts live in one workspace, so your team can stay fully aligned and reply faster. And with our AI agent answering 24/7, you'll really never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Try it now and get 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/drive. And we can port your existing numbers over for free. OpenPhone, no missed calls, no missed customers.
But I don't want to get a flu shot.
You don't want to get the flu again. It's just a teensy little poke.
Hi guys, I know you don't like needles, so I brought Fuzzy.
What is that?
It's a device that uses vibration and ice to help take the sting out of shots.
See, hun, that wasn't so bad.
Wait, you did it already?
Yep, Fuzzy helps. And Kinney is the only pharmacy that has him.
I'm going to tell everyone I know.
Great. They can schedule online at KinneyDrugs.com.
Amy Whitten in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Ongoing crash with a fuel spill on the American Legion Bridge. Out of loop, we still have the 2 right lanes blocked, and we're jammed off of 270 out of Gaithersburg, and the Beltway delays continuous from New Hampshire Avenue. Trying to get to the Beltway, River Road is jammed in each direction. That corridor, if you're planning to get through there, extra time needed for everyone. Southbound 15 is jammed through Luckett's. Heading through Cleveland Park, southbound Connecticut Avenue, the crash was reported near Porter Street. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Temperatures into the lower 80s this afternoon, so seasonably warm. A little sprinkle not out of the question later today. I think most neighborhoods, though, stay rain-free. Cloudy skies overnight with lows in the 50s and 60s. Tomorrow, highs around 70 with clouds, breezy conditions, and scattered showers. I'm 7 News meteorologist Eileen Whalen.
71 at Reagan National, John Matthews, WMAL News.
Now on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Chris Plant.
I want you to look at how Utahns reacted the last 2 nights. There was no rioting. There was no looting. There were no cars set on fire. There's no violence. There were vigils and prayers and people coming together to share the humanity.
Yes, Governor Spencer Cox of Utah, calm, cool, collected, took a ding or two, and I'm not sure the ding he took richly deserved. But we'll get to that. And it's true all weekend long. Conservatives in America and Republicans showing our true colors, and the Democrats showing theirs. They pulled up their skirts a little bit and flashed their panties at us, and they're pretty freaky-deaky, I gotta say. Well, a very good Monday to you after a very complicated week last week. And for my best girl and I, a weekend, a very full weekend. We drove out, 4.5 hours. We went to Virginia Tech for a big football game on Saturday. And it didn't go very well for Virginia Tech. But we had a grand old time. We had a grand old time regardless. In fact, the game for Virginia Tech went so badly that, as I understand it, they fired the head coach. You know, your game didn't go well when, for their 0-3 season start. But don't worry about him. He's got a $6 million buyout standing by. And it's like being a weatherman. You know, you can get it wrong and lose most of the time until get the big payday. Well, very good it is that the middle of September already. How did that happen? The 15th of September in 2025. And what a time it is. But a vigil for Charlie Kirk at the Kennedy Center last night that my best girl and I only learned about when we were driving back into the city, not in time to make the event, so we did not make it. We did record, because record a lot of stuff, and checked out the vigil last night. We have pieces of the vigil. We also have, in addition to the governor, Governor Cox of Utah, being on with Dana Bash, lifelong Democrat, and Nothing But on CNN yesterday. The governor, I think, doing a fine job, and it's a bit of a high wire act, and he demonstrated that as well. But we shall get to a good deal of that, because there is a lot to talk about, and you are welcome to join in the conversation. In fact, I want to hear from you about what's going on in your world, what's going on out there in America with your family and your neighbors and your colleagues when it comes to Charlie Kirk. So many Democrats praising the assassination, the bloodthirsty ghouls that they are. In New Jersey, a nurse at a hospital is on suspension because she called out a doctor who was a medical doctor, the Hippocratic Oath and first do no harm and all that stuff. The doctor saying Charlie Kirk deserved it. He deserved to be assassinated, to be shot and killed by a sniper. Now, the doctor has been suspended as well. I don't think I'd want to have that doctor tending to me if I found myself in that hospital. I think I might want to find a different hospital, a different doctor. But they're both, the doctor and the nurse, under suspension while they invest, because the doctor is praising the assassination. He's a run-of-the-mill Democrat. Millions of Democrats praising the assassination all over online, social media, as it is sometimes called. Remarkable things going on in America, terrible things going on in America because of the Democrat Party, honestly. But one of the things that has been observed, and Governor Cox last week shared this, and we shared it first with you because we were on the air when Governor Cox came out and held a press conference last week, and he talked about the soundbite we just played. The fact that Republicans came out when Charlie Kirk was assassinated, more violence by the left against conservatives. Just a murderous assassination. Pay no attention to that. Of a God-fearing, patriotic American who never heard a fly, and they have no idea what he said, but they're happy that he was assassinated because they're bloodthirsty ghouls. But we've got a lot to talk about, and some media out there saying, "Oh yeah, the assassin, the murderer, he lives with a man and they have sex together, so they're gay, you see." And then the boyfriend thinks he's becoming a girl. He's not, but he thinks he is. And he says he's transitioning. You can't transition from being a man to being a woman, but you can have the mental illness that allows you to think that. And the assassin's boyfriend is that he thinks that he has that mental illness. The assassin is named Tyler Robinson. I don't want to use his name an awful lot, but he turns out his tranny gay boyfriend thinks he's becoming his girlfriend. And the media think that he's in a heterosexual relationship because his boyfriend thinks he's his girlfriend. See? And the media says, well, he's in a perfectly normal heterosexual relationship because his boyfriend is a girl, because he says he's a girl and a woman. They're old enough to be considered adults. But we have that going. Really remarkable things. At the Turning Point USA headquarters in Phoenix, Arizona, there's a memorial that has been built, people bringing flowers and vases and balloons and gifts. And one Democrat showed up and kicked and stomped his way through the memorial because they're vile, repugnant, millions and millions of them. The Democrats have raised a generation of hate-filled, violent, crazy, demented people that have abandoned science and biology and don't know what a woman is. We have a Supreme Court justice who is a woman who doesn't know what a woman is because a Democrat got to nominate her for the Supreme Court. I can identify her as a woman, and she can't because she doesn't know what a woman is. So we've got a lot going on. Honestly, the Kennedy Center, some interesting moments at the Kennedy Center. Tulsi Gabbard was there, Secretary Tulsi Gabbard, former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, former Democrat Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard, no longer a member of the Democratic Party. Caroline Leavitt was there. She ran for Congress, and Charlie Kirk helped her to run for Congress. The Speaker of the House was there, Mike Johnson. He was there. Remarkable things. Who else? Una Paloma Blanca, the Congresswoman, and Ana Paloma Blanca, and she was there. And turns out Charlie Kirk helped her position herself to run for Congress as well. He's been doing all kinds of things with all kinds of people for quite some time. We also have the governor of New York, who's a Democrat. She loves crime. She wants more crime. What she's looking for is a crime-ridden New York City. She has announced that she is endorsing Don't Mess with the Zohran Mamdani. And Zohran Mamdani is a communist. He says he's a socialist. Socialists are really communists. The difference between socialism and communism is 5 years. 5 years. And as their boy Vladimir Lenin said, the purpose of socialism, the goal of socialism is communism. And the Democrat Party and communism is slavery and brutality and poverty. And the Democrat Party has bought in because they've erased all memory of the 20th century and they're starting over again. It's what's that movie where the Satan, I'll think of it in a minute, the lawyers in New York and then he gets killed and it all starts over again. It all starts over again. Yeah, the devil's advocate. Thank you. The devil's advocate. That's right. Devil's advocate. And at the end, when Satan is the man who's going to inherit Satan's throne is killed, he kills himself. Actually, on a spoiler alert. And then boom, it all starts over again. And communism is like the devil's advocate. You think communism, the Soviet Union dies, and then it comes back to life again, like in the devil's advocate. And the Democrat Party is carrying the flag of communism that we thought was destroyed in the 20th century. But the Democrats are here, and they have picked up the flag. Aren't they amazing? Yes, they are. And they had the Emmy Awards last night. Nobody watches. I think it's not even on TV. Is it true it's not even on TV? I think it was like streaming or something. But the Emmys last night, and it's all about beep, ice, and free Palestine, because they love, and the woman that's screaming free Palestine, she's Jewish. She needs help. She needs therapy. She shouldn't get it. She should leave the country. That's pretty amazing stuff. Yeah, Jewish woman at the Emmys screaming free Palestine. Yeah, I'll give you a free ticket to Palestine. How about that? And is she an LGBTQIAA? I'm not sure, but we've got that going. And I've been taking in a lot of news and information and tweets and things over the weekend. Quite a number of them, and I look forward to sharing all of this good stuff with you. And hearing from you on it as well. And again, we are at 888-630-9625. This is I'm happy to say, a very unusual time in the United States of America. The Democrats are, I think, revealing themselves. They've revealed themselves again and again. I've been talking about it for years now, but they continue to reveal that they're a bloodthirsty gang of violent brigands. I'll say brigands because it's the nicest nicest term I can think of, and it doesn't violate FCC regulations. Like that George Carlin list of words that you can't use. But beyond that, boy, let me tell you, the Charlie Kirk assassination, man thrown to ground and arrested after trampling on Charlie Kirk Memorial in chaotic scene. The man, the savage, was a Democrat. He should get probably life without parole. I was looking up some stories over the weekend because my best girl showed me on, I guess it's a CNN Facebook page. And the CNN people on this Facebook page are going on, oh, yeah? What about the right-wing violence? Like the guy that hit Nancy Pelosi's husband in the head with a hammer. Oh, you mean the illegal alien from Canada who thought that he had but I went and I looked up that story because they're saying, oh, yeah, that's a classic example of right-wing violence. And I went, really? Okay. So when I looked at it, and he's a nut. And I looked, you know what I discovered? The guy went to Pelosi's house, hit Pelosi's husband in the head with a hammer. And that was a real bad thing to do, old guy and all that stuff. And there are all kinds of theories about it that never really went anywhere. But he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for assault. Because don't you know who you hit? First, he was in his first trial, he was sentenced to like 50 years or something like that, or 20 years, whatever it was. Then they charged him with more crimes. No double jeopardy here, don't worry about it. And he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for that assault. That's pretty amazing stuff, isn't it? I'm telling you. I want to get some of that CNN Facebook page, because they don't follow the news. It's this thing I always like to point out, that they pretend to be in the news business. They don't follow the news. They don't know what's in the news. They have no memory for what the news was at the time, and they misrepresent it now. Right-wing violence. The crazy right-wingers were going to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer, the Democrat governor of Michigan. Oh, the one that the FBI set up, and FBI was disciplined for all over the place, and never mind that the Democrats. And who else? Oh, the shooting the two elected politicians in Minnesota. Right-wing violence by a guy that was appointed to a statewide commission by Governor Tim Walz, and to a statewide commission by the previous Democrat governor of Minnesota. And that's what they call right-wing violence if you're a CNN fake journalist. Got all kinds of wackadoodle stuff going on over there. But we've got a lot to get to. Now, also in Washington, D.C. over the weekend, 14th and U Streets. It was overnight, Saturday night going into Sunday. 4 people stabbed because Democrats are trying to bring back crime. 4 people stabbed, 1 of them killed, 3 of them not killed, but 3 others stabbed, 4 of them stabbed. And the Democrats tried to bring back crime. And now the mayor of Washington, D.C. has apparently announced that she's not going to cooperate with federal law enforcement anymore, because she wants to bring back murder. And this is more Democrats, more murder, more Democrats, more crime. And you know what? She wants to build a new prison too. It's Democrats are mental. It's mental dwarfism. Isn't it amazing? And here's a headline from a left-wing outfit. The headline is GOP Senator, : they love their colons. It's dangerous to call Trump Hitler. Oh, you think? And then to call for Hamas to wipe Israel off the face of the earth. Isn't that fascinating? They call you Hitler, and then they call for Israel to be wiped off the face of the earth. Then they exterminate 40% of the black population in the womb, and they harvest the organs of 1 million children a year in the United States. Helpless little babies. Helpless. They are like that. Isn't it amazing? And Governor Spencer Cox confirms that Tyler Robinson had trans partner. Yeah, well, he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison, so maybe he'll find a new trans partner in the penitentiary. Isn't it amazing? And New York and New Jersey skipped the flag order issued by President Trump for Charlie Kirk to fly the flags at half-staff. So New York and New Jersey, run by Democrats, are like the breakaway republic. They're the Confederate States of America. The Democrats, they want to keep their slaves again. Well, illegal aliens this time, but same thing. Isn't that amazing? Man. And across the country, teachers and professors nationwide fired or disciplined over their hate-filled pro-murder, pro-assassination social media posts, and they're outraged by that. There's a real irony in there. You know, they have no sense of irony. I've got that coming up.
There's only one Chris Plant. The Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
WMAL traffic from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center. Long-standing crash cleanup on the American Legion Bridge. Outer loop to right lanes are blocked. This crash involved a minor fuel spill, but over top of the Potomac, still a very delicate situation. Beltway is jammed leaving Silver Spring. 270 delays back near the ICC. Commuters on River Road, 7 locks, feeder roads all trying to get to the Beltway, feeling the major effects of this delay. Heading toward the zoo, Connecticut Avenue southbound is jammed through Cleveland Park with the crash near Porter Street. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Partly sunny with a scattered shower possible and a high of 83, mostly cloudy overnight, low 62.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, I'll never forget his old ringtone. He made it as loud as it could go because he could not afford to miss a single customer call. That stuck with me. When we started OpenPhone, our mission was to help businesses not just stay in touch, but make every customer feel valued, no matter when they might call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text customers, all through an app on your phone or computer. Your calls, messages, and contacts live in one workspace, so your team can stay fully aligned and reply faster. And with our AI agent answering 24/7, you'll really never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Try it now and get 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/drive. And we can port your existing numbers over for free. OpenPhone, no missed calls, no missed customers.
But I don't want to get a flu shot.
You don't want to get the flu again. It's just a teensy little poke.
Hi guys, I know you don't like needles, so I brought Fuzzy.
What is that?
It's a device that uses vibration and ice to help take the sting out of shots.
See, hun, that wasn't so bad.
Wait, you did it already?
Yep, Fuzzy helps. And Kinney is the only pharmacy that has him.
I'm going to tell everyone I know.
Great. They can schedule online at kinneydrugs.com.
Ever wanted to stay on vacation longer? Us too. With Vrbo's long stay discounts, you can stay longer and save more on select properties. Gotta love a win-win. Book the perfect summer getaway today with Vrbo Private Vacation Rentals. Your future self will thank you later.
Ever wish buying a home was as easy as clicking your heels 3 times? At Northern Credit Union, we know there's no place like home. We offer first-time buyer programs with no closing costs, VA, USDA, seasonal, new construction, and many other loan options. If you're dreaming of home ownership, Northern will help you get into your new home in 3 clicks of your heels. Getting approved is quick and easy, and with our meet or beat rate guarantee, you know you're getting the lowest rate possible. Our team is here to help you along the yellow brick road to home ownership with honest advice, personalized service, and support every step of the way. Click your heels or just call or text, because at Northern, there's no place like home. Northern Credit Union, mortgage magic in the real world. Call or text 315-782-0155 or apply online at mynorthern.com. Federally insured, NCUA, equal housing opportunity.
I'm Brent, and I've been on Nutrafol for almost 5 years now. When my hair first started thinning, I wanted to attack the problem head on. I liked Nutrafol because it was a hair growth supplement that was completely drug-free. After 3 months, my hair got stronger and thicker, which gave a huge boost to my social life. I mean, it was life-changing, to be honest.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com/men. That's NUTRAFOL.com/MEN. Real customers were compensated to share their stories.
Attention all small biz owners. At the UPS store, you can count on us to handle your packages with care. With our certified packing experts, your packages are properly packed and protected. And with our pack and ship guarantee, when we pack it and ship it, we guarantee it, because your items arrive safe or you'll be reimbursed. Visit the upsstore.com/guarantee for full details. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
It's sunshine savings at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Plenty of late model vehicles with low miles on the lot right now, like a loaded 2016 Lincoln MKX, only $15,999, or a 2020 Acura TLX. Beautiful. Low miles, just $27,999. A 2018 Toyota 4Runner, 59,000 miles, would look perfect in your driveway. Hey, the sun is shining at Widget Auto Sales on out of Washington Street, and see them online at widgetautosales.com. The used car leader.
Later this afternoon on the Derek Hunter Show, we're learning about a lot of horrible people in the wake of the assassination of Charlie Kirk. A lot of them are our friends and neighbors. What do you do about it? We'll talk about it at 3 o'clock on WMAL.
Yes. Have you seen the video of the mom go with her two little girls, teaching her little girls to be bloodthirsty ghouls? I've got the audio I want to share with you. Asks her two little girls, I've got the best news ever for you. And you'll never guess, little girl, what are they, 7 and 9 years old? Wait till you hear this. Pretty amazing stuff. Right now, let's go to the telephones, Michael, and talk to the great American people. Let's go to Steve, calling from Sarasota, Florida. Steven, you're on the Chris Plant Show.
Good morning, Chris.
Hey, Steve.
It's hard for me to really take in everything that's going on, but I talk to a lot of young people, not the least of which are my kids, and they have become very sobered by this. And I really believe that just like when all of us could tell where we were when 9/11 happened, I think each one of these kids now is indelibly marked with this incident this week. And I can't underestimate. I don't think anybody can underestimate the powerful impact that this is going to have on the younger generation. And so, when we see the lies coming from the left and how they want to change this from what it is to like, a MAGA moment, that some crazy person with a gun, and all these deflections and things like that, they're desperate now. And I think that they realize just how serious the situation, that their words, their rhetoric has become. It's just a shame.
Yeah, do the Democrats realize? I'm not sure. Maybe some do, but I haven't seen a lot of evidence of that. We've got in New York, Democrats gathered to sing. They sang the lyrics. They turned them into lyrics of the words that the killer, Tyler Robinson, wrote on his bullets.
This is the Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
WMAL traffic from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center. Major tie-ups continued across the American Legion Bridge. Crash cleanup on the outer loop blocking the two right lanes involved the fuel spill. Beltway delays out of Silver Spring and Chevy Chase. Again to the American Legion Bridge. 270 jam back at 370. Feeder roads trying to get to the Beltway. River Road, 7 blocks. Clara Barton Parkway jam. Inner loop of the Beltway slows toward Connecticut Avenue. Delays to the Wilson Bridge are easing. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Partly sunny with a scattered shower possible and a high of 83, mostly cloudy overnight, low 62.
Running a business? You know that slow phone systems, missed messages, and communication silos can cost you opportunities. But OpenPhone keeps you connected when it matters most. Because a flexible and intuitive phone system isn't just nice to have, it's essential to succeed. OpenPhone is the #1 business phone system that streamlines communication and helps teams collaborate seamlessly so they can stay efficient and responsive. With OpenPhone, your team can share one number, collaborating on calls and texts like a shared inbox. And you can say goodbye to voicemail. OpenPhone's AI agent can handle calls, answer customer questions, and capture leads 24/7. So whether you're a one-person operation drowning in calls and texts, or have a large team that needs better collaboration tools, OpenPhone is a no-brainer. Join over 60,000 businesses already using OpenPhone. Get 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/drive. They'll even port your existing numbers for free. That's openphone.com/drive for 20% off. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
But I don't want to get a flu shot.
You don't want to get the flu again. It's just a teensy little poke.
Hi guys, I know you don't like needles, so I brought Buzzy.
What is that?
It's a device that uses vibration and ice to help take the sting out of shots.
See, hon, that wasn't so bad.
Wait, you did it already?
Yep, Buzzy helps. And Kinney is the only pharmacy that has him.
I'm going to tell everyone I know.
Great. They can schedule online at kinneydrugs.com.
We all love Hulu. They have big movies, big series, and big stars. Like Steve Martin and Selena Gomez and, I guess me, Martin Short, in shows like Only Murders in the Building and Match Game. And now, Hulu's included with Spectrum TV at no extra cost. Isn't that fabulous? With Spectrum TV, you get Disney Plus and a bunch more. Watch it all on any device. Hulu, now included with Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/entertainment for details.
There's about 10 seconds left on the clock. The Instacart shopper has to nail this handoff. He's flying down the sidewalk. He's looking for the receiver, lining up the pass, and he did it! Game day is saved!
Wait, Dad, did you forget Div?
And we're back. Get ready for game day with Instacart and get $0 delivery fees on your first 3 orders. Service fees apply. 3 orders in 14 days excludes restaurants. Instacart. We're here.
Ever wish buying a home was as easy as clicking your heels 3 times? At Northern Credit Union, we know there's no place like home. We offer first-time buyer programs with no closing costs, VA, USDA, seasonal, new construction, and many other loan options. If you're dreaming of home ownership, Northern will help you get into your new home in 3 clicks of your heels. Getting approved is quick and easy, and with our meet or beat rate guarantee, you know you're getting the lowest rate possible. Our team is here to help you along the yellow brick road to home ownership with honest advice, personalized service, and support every step of the way. Click your heels or just call or text, because at Northern, there's no place like home. Northern Credit Union, mortgage magic in the real world. Call or text 315-782-0155 or apply online at mynorthern.com. Federally insured, NCUA, equal housing opportunity.
It's sunshine savings at Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader. Plenty of late model vehicles with low miles on the lot right now, like a loaded 2016 Lincoln MKX, only $15,999, or a 2020 Acura TLX, beautiful, low miles, just $27,999. A 2018 Toyota 4Runner, 59,000 miles, would look perfect in your driveway. Hey, the sun is shining at Widget Auto Sales on out of Washington Street, and see them online at widgetautosales.com, the used car leader.
WMAL, making sense of the roads, because traffic doesn't always follow the pattern. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Yes. Now there's video that was posted online yesterday by a mother of children. Here's a mother talking to her 2 children. Michael, I would say that not a father myself, I can only estimate, I'd say a 7-year-old girl and a 9-year-old girl, maybe a 10-year-old girl. And their mother came to them with very exciting news, the best news ever. Boy, this is such great news. What do you hear the great news I have for you? So the 2 girls, very excited, are standing by here to hear the greatest news ever. And they reveal what the mother and the family have been teaching their children who are diseased and should probably be taken away from the parents and put into government custody until they can find a civilized home. But here is the audio portion of the video posted by a mother of 2 daughters, and it reveals what she is teaching her 2 daughters. Quite remarkable stuff. Again, probably a 7-year-old girl and then a 9 or 10-year-old girl, and Percy saying, yeah, maybe about, and that's pretty much ballpark. That's as well as I can do there. And here it is. The mother reveals to the 2 girls she has the best news ever, and they're going to be very excited with the news that mom has to share with them. So the girls then are asked to guess what the greatest news ever is.
I have the best news ever.
What? Donald Trump died?
Donald Trump died.
Second best news.
The vice president died?
The vice president.
Okay, third best news.
That Elon Musk died?
Okay, no. Nobody died. My best friend's getting married.
What time is it?
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged.
They don't seem to care very much about that. They're excited. The very best news ever would be Donald Trump died. That's the little girls. They're being brainwashed and indoctrinated. I think an armored vehicle with a battering ram on the front, a la Daryl Gates of the LAPD long ago, should come through and tear the front of the house off and drag the kids away in bags and put them in government care until appropriate parents can be found. Best news ever. Donald Trump died, and they're literally, their arms, they're clenched their fists, and they're pumping their fists, and Donald Trump died? Like it's the best news ever. What could the best news ever be? That Donald Trump died. Well, it's not that good, she says. Second best, the vice president died. These are 2 little girls in a Democrat household out there in America. This is what Democrats are teaching children. This is the next generation of Democrats. I assume they're going to be transgender and violent and mentally ill. And their mother is teaching them this. And then, okay, it's not that good. It's not Donald Trump died. It's not the vice president of the United States died. These are little girls in the United States, America, in an ordinary, it looks like a very nice home, expensive home. And the little girls couldn't be more excited. When mom says best news ever, what could it be? It must be that Donald Trump died. No, sorry, not that good. The vice president died? The little girls say with great excitement. No, it's not that good either. And then Elon Musk died. And then the idiot, giddy, child-abusing, psychotic B-word of a mother says, no, Taylor Swift is what'd she say, my best friend? She had never met her, of course. So she lives in a delusion where Taylor Swift is her best friend. She's taught her children that the best thing ever would be the president of the United States, who's been shot once by a Democrat, another Democrat on trial in Florida this week and last week for attempting to kill him. And the Democrats are raising their children to be bloodlusty, political extremists and fanatics. And honestly, the children should be taken away from the parents and probably sent to Albania, where they can be raised to fight in the Albanian army. Just one idea. In Albania in the 1990s, I've told the story here once, I think, but in Tirana, Albania, I was there in the 1990s. And in the main square in Tirana, Albania, you go there in the morning and you find babies in cardboard boxes because it's so important. They've been doing it for generations. You drop off your baby in the town square and the government comes along and they take the babies and they raise them. The state raises them to become soldiers and killers for the then Enver Hoxha army. And the Democrat Party is raising, that mother is psychotic. The children are in danger, and the police should take those children away from that mother. Those people are demented. They're seriously unwell. Now, there was a tweet, but honestly, that woman should be identified. The children should be saved. The Democrat Party. And then, we've got Islamists, too. If you talk about radical Islam, then the Democrats call you all kinds of names because they've saddled up with Hamas. In fact, last night at the Emmy Awards, they have, what's the lady's name who said she had just won an award. She was apparently, and she was very excited. I didn't watch it. Nobody watched it. And she couldn't have been more excited. She wishes death on everyone. She's filled with hatred, and she's cursing up a storm. And then she's like praising Hamas on the stage at the Emmy Awards because they love the genocide of the Jewish people, and they've saddled up with ISIS and Hamas with very little daylight between them. Amazing stuff. But there is a story. This is presumably, it's hard to say right now whether it's a Democrat or jihadis because they're in the same sleeping bag together. But here's the story out of Salt Lake City, Utah. 2 men arrested for placing a bomb on a Fox 13 media vehicle in Salt Lake City, Utah. See, the Democrats are bringing the war to Salt Lake City, Utah, of all places. Kind of ironic. But I saw that, and I saw Democrats trying to bomb a Fox vehicle. They have a psychotic disdain and hatred for Fox because they're the left. They're not liberals. They're the left. And it continues. Adib Nasir, 58 years old, and Adil Justice Ahmed Nasir, 31. I'm guessing that Adil Justice Ahmed Nasir, 31, might be the son of Adib Nasir, 58, have reportedly been arrested. The Salt Lake City Police Department Bomb Squad and the Unified Fire Authority and Arson Bomb Squad say that a real explosive device was found under the vehicle. Police say they found the device placed under a news media vehicle parked next to an occupied building and determined it to be a real explosive device. It had been lit, but failed to function as designed, according to the affidavit involved in the arrest and charging of the two Nasirs, rather. And isn't that amazing? So they found the device, and KSL reported it had been lit but failed to function as designed. The two men are facing charges including threat of terrorism, possessing weapons of mass destruction, and possessing explosive devices. And I say plural because the police, as you might imagine, went to the house where both of these people lived. And hopefully now they'll spend as much time in jail as the guy that hit Paul Pelosi in the head with a hammer, which is life in prison without parole. Life in prison without parole. So the Fox News people are covering it, but the Washington Post and CNN are not covering it because they don't care about terrorism as long as it kills all the right people. And this is what they sell, and this is what they teach their little girls to love and to cheer for. But isn't this amazing? Device prompted home evacuations in Magna as suspects taken into custody. Kind of an amazing story. The Federal Bureau of Investigation arrested two men in Utah after a bomb was found underneath a Fox 13 news vehicle in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City in the middle of terrorism, shooting, assassinations. I know it was outside of Salt Lake City, but Utah, there you have it. The suspects, Adib Nasir, 58, and Adil Justice Ahmed Nasir, 31, facing multiple charges, including threat of terrorism, possessing a weapon of mass destruction, and possessing explosive devices. The device was found Friday, September 12th, 3 days ago now, and the rest of the news media not reporting it all weekend long. Determined to be real, Fox 13 reported. Officials said the device had been lit but failed to function. Salt Lake City Police Bomb Squad United Fire Authority and Arson Bomb Squad located the device onto the Fox 13 vehicle parked next to an occupied building. Documents seen by Fox News Digital also show that because of the nature of the device and its placement, the incident constituted significant threat to public safety. As you might imagine, it's a bomb in a public place. The FBI Salt Lake City field office ultimately assumed jurisdiction over the search. Now, investigators traced the device back to a home, and they give the address here, where both suspects were said to be living, both of them with the same last name, but decades apart, maybe a father and son team. Federal agents served a search warrant on the property with the Salt Lake City Bomb Squad, ensuring the home was safe to enter. Inside the home, officers found two hoax weapons of mass destruction, two firearms, bomb-making equipment, and illegal drugs. These guys are having a party, aren't they? Nearby homes in the neighborhood had to be evacuated as authorities searched the area. Investigators said in addition to explosive materials found firearms, firearm-related items, illegal narcotics, electronic devices reasonably believed to contain evidence of crimes. Authorities said the suspects' actions posed a significant risk of mass casualties. Adib Nasir and Adil Justice Ahmed Nasir. You know, the word justice in there leads me to believe that he was born here, longtime American Muslims and Salt Lake City, because they want to get in on the Democrat Party's action here. And the Democrat Party chanting for Hamas. And also you see these Democrats, the Hollywood people, all siding with, there's a big petition there, siding with Hamas, all these LA Hollywood people. Pretty amazing, or at least appalling stuff. And this NBC fake news has the story. Hollywood stars join pledge not to work with Israel film institutions, quote, implicated in genocide. Yeah, the only genocide is the genocide against the Jews, not against Hamas, which is a terrorist organization and not an ethnic group. But that's okay. Hollywood stars, among thousands who joined pledge not to work with Israeli film institutions implicated in genocide. Filmmakers Jonathan Glazer and actors Joaquin Phoenix and Rooney Mara are among the latest to sign the letter, which Film Workers for Palestine published this week. Isn't that amazing? An open letter from a group that calls itself Film Workers. Got to use the Soviet lexicon, workers. Film Workers of the World Unite. You have nothing to lose but your monkeypox. Film Workers for Palestine has amassed more than 4,000 signatures as of Wednesday. There's a great war coming to the planet Earth, with a slew of Hollywood stars and filmmakers pledging not to work with the Jews, which is kind of ironic. It's Hollywood, after all. You know, you got to be an anti-Jew Jew, don't you? In fact, we've got audio of this the Jewish woman at the Emmys that I mentioned. Who's that? What's her name? Hannah Einbender. Ach bin Einbender. She's apparently, reportedly, she's Jewish. And at the Emmys last night, she cursing up a storm and condemning Israel and praising the radical Islamic terrorist death cult called Hamas, which is dedicated to the extermination of every Jew on earth.
Finally, go birds, guys, and free Palestine. Thank you.
And they'll go wild. ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement, because they like slavery, because they're still the party of slavery. They got the bullwhip and the Robert Mapplethorpe photos, and they got all this stuff. It's an obscure reference. And the Democrats, ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement, and Free Palestine. I will literally buy you a ticket. You go spend one night in Gaza, and I will pay for your travel. I will personally pay out of pocket for your travel. And it's kind of funny because you would likely be killed there. Is she an LGBTQer also? Have you looked to see? Because she's LGBTQ. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, the Democrats. Man, oh man, the Democrat Party. I've got so many news stories. I'm going to try to get to as many of them as I. She's bi. Oh, she declares herself to be bisexual. Is that right? And she's praising Hamas, who would throw her off of the tallest building in Gaza City and kill her if they knew that. But these people are not very bright people at all. Man, oh man, Shevitz. Have you seen the story out of Los Angeles? An LA judge who threatened to shoot people in his courtroom admonished. He's been admonished. He's not off the bench. He's a Democrat, so I've got this remarkable story coming up. He's a Democrat judge. He's threatening to murder people in his courtroom. They have third worlded the United States of America. The Democrat Party is the party of the third world, and they are turning the United States into third world. It's all part of the fundamental transformation of America that Barack Obama promised. Aren't they amazing? Yeah, screw Israel. Death to the Jews, as the Jews in Hollywood say. And she's on the LGBTQ spectrum, just like the murderer of Charlie Kirk and his husband, who thinks he's a woman. And the Democrat media, they think that he's a woman too. They say he's involved in a heterosexual relationship because his boyfriend thinks he's a girl.
You're listening to The Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
WMAL traffic from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center. Heads up if you're heading to the American Legion Bridge. No change, outer loop on the bridge. 2 right lanes are blocked. Crash cleanup from the 5 o'clock hour with a minor fuel spill still ongoing. This has given us huge delays on 270, south of 370, and the Beltway still at a crawl, leaving Chevy Chase, feeder roads affected, and now it looks like they're getting ready to set up the work zone, putting cones in the left lane before the American Legion Bridge. So plan for these big delays to continue. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Partly sunny with a scattered shower possible and a high of 83. Mostly cloudy overnight, low 62.
Hi, I'm Dorina, co-founder of OpenPhone. My dad is a business owner, and growing up, I'll never forget his old ringtone. He made it as loud as it could go because he could not afford to miss a single customer call. That stuck with me. When we started OpenPhone, our mission was to help businesses not just stay in touch, but make every customer feel valued, no matter when they might call. OpenPhone gives your team business phone numbers to call and text customers, all through an app on your phone or computer. Your calls, messages, and contacts live in one workspace, so your team can stay fully aligned and reply faster. And with our AI agent answering 24/7, you'll really never miss a customer. Over 60,000 businesses use OpenPhone. Try it now and get 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/drive. And we can port your existing numbers over for free. OpenPhone, no missed calls, no missed customers.
Ever wish buying a home was as easy as clicking your heels 3 times? At Northern Credit Union, we know there's no place like home. We offer first-time buyer programs with no closing costs, VA, USDA, seasonal, new construction, and many other loan options. If you're dreaming of home ownership, Northern will help you get into your new home in 3 clicks of your heels. Getting approved is quick and easy, and with our meet or beat rate guarantee, you know you're getting the lowest rate possible. Our team is here to help you along the yellow brick road to home ownership with honest advice, personalized service, and support every step of the way. Click your heels or just call or text, because at Northern, there's no place like home. Northern Credit Union. Mortgage magic in the real world. Call or text 315-782-0155 or apply online at mynorthern.com. Federally insured, NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
My name is Georgios Tsetis. I'm the co-founder of Nutrafol. My hair started thinning in my early 20s. I tried everything and nothing was really working. So we created Nutrafol. Our hair growth supplements undergo clinical trials and have helped millions of men and women get visibly thicker and stronger hair in just 3 to 6 months.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com. That's Nutrafol.com.
From unsolved mysteries to unexplained phenomena, from comedy gold to relationship fails, Amazon Music's got the most ad-free top podcasts, included with Prime. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Son, do you know what time it is?
Your father and I were waiting all night for you to come home.
I'm sorry. We could tell you that you're eligible to become a member of Navy Federal Credit Union. Wait, what?
Since your dad's a veteran, our whole family can join and get exclusive savings, discounts, and award-winning service.
Thank you. Now go to your room and think about what we said. All veterans and their families are eligible. Join today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
When you're in HR, it can feel like nothing is easy. From payroll to PTO, from onboarding to benefits, and everything in between. It's a constant juggle of tasks, systems, and spreadsheets. But your HR software? That's the easy part. Meet Bamboo HR. Trusted by over 34,000 companies. It handles all your HR tasks. Payroll, benefits, and time tracking. So your team and your company can grow as fast as, well, Bamboo. And Bamboo HR software is actually easy to use. One simple system that pulls all your people data together in one place, so you can ditch scattered systems and wasted hours on tasks that should only take minutes. Because when HR is easier, you can focus on what matters most, your people. HR is hard. Bamboo HR is easy. Ready to simplify all your HR tasks? For a limited time, get a $100 Visa gift card when you complete a free demo at bamboohr.com/gift card. Again, that's bamboohr.com/gift card. Terms and conditions apply.
It's sunshine savings at Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader. Plenty of late model vehicles with low miles on the lot right now, like a loaded 2016 Lincoln MKX, only $15,999, or a 2020 Acura TLX. Beautiful. Low miles, just $27,999. A 2018 Toyota 4Runner under 59,000 miles would look perfect in your driveway. Hey, the sun is shining at Widget Auto Sales on out of Washington Street, and see them online at widgetautosales.com, the used car leader.
WMAL, making sense of social media, because big tech can't be trusted. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
There was a memorial built by family in Colorado to Charlie Kirk. Democrats showed up and vandalized the memorial, set it on fire, and smashed windows in the house. Because the Democrat Party is the party of the Confederate States of America. And they love illegal aliens because it's today's slavery. That's the thing. Oh, speaking of which, the dim-witted Democrat Jasmine Crockett, what a mental case this one is. Blessed slaves, the ICE people as slave patrols. They love the slave patrol thing. That's the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is the party of slavery. Slavery in the Confederate States. Remarkable things the Democrats are doing. They love Hamas. Oh, yeah, by the way, this lunatic woman I'm talking about, the Emmys, I played the audio a couple of minutes ago of Hannah Einbinder. She is disgracefully the daughter of Lorraine Newman, who used to be on Saturday Night Live a long time ago, and Lorraine Newman was funny. But now her Jewish lesbian daughter is calling for Hamas to wipe Israel off the map.
ICE and Free Palestine. Thank you.
And they all cheer and go wild. F-ICE and Free Palestine. Palestine is free. And this is what they do when they're free. They murder and rape and kidnap and kill and wage war. And they elect Hamas in an election that they've never had before, but the Jews gave them an election. And so they elected murderers and genocidal anti-Semites, like the Democrat Party. Remarkable stuff. Yeah, so we got that going. Also, I've got a great tweet that I want to share with you. But right now, let's go back to the phones. Let's go to Brian, calling from Lorton, Virginia. Brian, you're on the Chris Plank Show.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, Brian. What do you know? What do you say?
I just wanted your opinion, because everybody keeps calling this a political assassination with Charlie Kirk. And he's a media figure. It's a media assassination.
Well, he's a political figure also, very involved in conservative political causes. And in fact, last night at the Kennedy Center, a couple of women came forward and said, it was Charlie Kirk that got me to run for Congress, and now they're in Congress. So he's in politics, too. You're right, he's a media figure, but he's also a political figure. And he was killed for political reasons, not for media reasons.
I understand that, but it seems like an attack on a different part of society than what political assassination usually means.
You're right about that. You are right about that. It is a media figure that was not just murdered, but assassinated for political reasons. I would say not for media reasons, but for political reasons. But you're not wrong about that, and it does expand the breadth of political assassination in America. I don't think we've ever seen this before, and the Democrats have no idea what they've done.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station.
Making sense of the news.
News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 10. Good morning. I'm John Matthews. The man accused of killing Charlie Kirk is not cooperating with police, but the investigation is still producing new evidence.
We learned a lot of new information about this investigation, including some new DNA matches that further tie the suspect to this shooting. We also have new surveillance video obtained by TMZ showing the suspect walking to UVU's campus. This was the morning of the shooting, about 4 hours before it took place, wearing a maroon shirt and light-colored shorts that we know he later changed out of before returning to campus in the dark clothes that he was wearing in the surveillance pictures the FBI released.
Fox News' Garrett Tenney, the suspect due in court tomorrow to be formally charged.
She's taking a lot of heat, too, from the radical left. You know, they don't like that she's allowing it. But look, she's going to either allow it or we'll just do it.
President Trump appears to be making good on that comment he made about Mayor Muriel Bowser last week when he said he expects D.C.'s cooperation, even as his emergency declaration was allowed to expire. After Bowser said last week the city would go back to not cooperating with ICE on immigration enforcement, the president took to Truth Social overnight and threatened to reimpose a national emergency against D.C. and take over D.C. law enforcement again. He wrote to residents, quote, "Don't worry, I'm with you and won't allow this to happen. I'll call in a national emergency and federalize if necessary." No comment yet from the mayor's office. Even as the president considers a D.C. do-over, he's looking elsewhere to fight crime.
President Trump has been touting the federal law enforcement surge in D.C. He says a similar operation would benefit other cities across the country, despite pushback from local officials. Memphis Mayor Paul Young says he had talked to the state's governor last week, so he had been anticipating more federal resources like the FBI, DEA, and ATF. They had touched on the possibility of the National Guard coming too, but he did not know the final word until the president broke the news on Fox and Friends. Memphis has struggled with high crime rates and homicide numbers, but Young says crime has recently dropped.
Fox News' Madeline Rivera. The Capitol Jewish Museum's annual gala last night included a tribute to Sarah Milgram and Yoron Lashinsky, the young couple who were gunned down outside the museum in an attack back in May.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser spoke at last night's event and thanked the museum's leaders for their support after the shootings.
The tragedy in May was heartbreaking beyond words, and it created so much hurt and anger in a world that already has too much hurt and anger. And I thank so many leaders in this room for all you did to provide strength and comfort.
Now, the suspect in the case faces federal charges and pleaded not guilty to a judge earlier this month.
7 News' Adam Longo.
2 people were killed and 1 injured after a wrong-way crash early Sunday morning on Route 4 south of Forestville. Maryland State Police say an SUV driving southbound in the northbound lanes slammed head-on into another SUV, killing the wrong-way driver and a passenger in the other SUV. The driver of the other SUV was rushed to the hospital. Checking your money at this hour, the Dow is up 50 points. The Nasdaq's up 149. Traffic and weather next.
Running a business? You know that slow phone systems, missed messages, and communication silos can cost you opportunities. But OpenPhone keeps you connected when it matters most. Because a flexible and intuitive phone system isn't just nice to have, it's essential to succeed. OpenPhone is the #1 business phone system that streamlines communication and helps teams collaborate seamlessly so they can stay efficient and responsive. With OpenPhone, your team can share one number, collaborating on calls and texts like a shared inbox. And you can say goodbye to voicemail. OpenPhone's AI agent can handle calls, answer customer questions, and capture leads 24/7. So whether you're a one-person operation drowning in calls and texts, or have a large team that needs better collaboration tools, OpenPhone is a no-brainer. Join over 60,000 businesses already using OpenPhone. Get 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/drive. Or even port your existing numbers for free. That's openphone.com/drive for 20% off. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers.
Everything from clothing to household items are getting more expensive each day. The world of fast fashion has complicated clothing production by shipping cheap parts around the world to whoever can sew them the cheapest. And now you, the consumer, are paying the price with rising costs. American Giant is about keeping things simple and close to home. They aren't affected by tariffs because their products never leave the U.S. Skip the tariff and snack yourself American-made clothing with American Giant. Get 20% off your first order when you use promo code STAPLE20 at American-Giant.com. That's 20% off when you use code STAPLE20 at American-Giant.com.
Short in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
On the outer loop at Beltway at the American Legion Bridge, the right lane remains closed with the ongoing cleanup of the 4-vehicle accident and minor fuel spill. The delay on the outer loop begins from just before Georgia Avenue, also causing delays on 270 southbound from Shady Grove Road to the lane divide, then all the way down the spur on to the outer loop. Very heavy and slow both ways on Road to join the Beltway. Inner loop is also pretty slow as you head from 355 to Connecticut Avenue.
No, I want to listen to the news.
The WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Partly to mostly cloudy skies this afternoon, upper 70s to lower 80s. Tomorrow will be on the breezy side with scattered showers, highs in the 70s. Showers continue Wednesday with temperatures around 70 degrees. I'm 7 News meteorologist Steve Rudin of the First Alert Weather Center.
74 degrees at Reagan National. John Matthews, News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Now on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Chris Plant.
Acid Trip has a panel. Doug Kittleson is up there right now.
People don't have any intention of saying something that's going to lead to something dangerous. But we cannot take responsibility for the minds that are out there and how they hear it.
Yes. I'd like to call on Democrats to stop shooting people today.
Nancy Pelosi.
Democrats, stop shooting people because, ... As Joe Biden would say, period. I told you never to put an ellipsis in the teleprompter. Well, a very good Monday to you under the difficult circumstances that we're all dealing with and have been for a while now. And it started with a transgender Democrat killing school children while praying at Mass at a Catholic school in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And the Democrat wounded, I believe, 17 people in addition to the 2 children that he murdered. The transgender guy who thought he was a girl, and now he's going to prison for the rest of his life, where maybe his dreams will come true, because things can go pretty badly in prison for child killers. But the Democrat Party they're growing more and more crazy people and hate-filled people and angry people, and they're violent and they're mad. And on the Emmys last night, they're calling for Yay Hamas. They've got a Jewish woman, the daughter of Lorraine Newman, formerly of Saturday Night Live, cheering Hamas, and she's Jewish herself. And she doesn't realize that Hamas would kill her in a heartbeat. And she's also LGBTQ. She is very proudly declared as B in the LGBTQ spectrum. And if we dropped her out of a helicopter with a parachute over the Gaza, I just don't think things would go very well for her there. But never mind that. Isn't that amazing? The Democrat Party. Did you see in Phoenix, Arizona, at the Charlie Kirk's headquarters? His organization is based there. He was living there with his wife and his 2 children before he was assassinated by a Democrat, murdered by a Democrat, because he spoke the truth and spoke about God and Jesus. And so, they couldn't crucify him, but they would have if they could, because that's who they are. And also in Phoenix, Arizona, where the headquarters of Turning Point USA is, a vigil people were standing vigil outside of Turning Point USA, and people bringing flowers and set up something of a memorial outside of the Turning Point USA headquarters in Phoenix. And a Democrat came along and trounced and stomped on and vandalized the memorial flowers and balloons and nice things and nice thoughts. And the Democrat came in, and he's wearing the same T-shirt that the assassin was wearing, with an American flag on it and an eagle, a bald eagle swooping down. It's the exact same T-shirt, black T-shirt, that the assassin was wearing. And the Democrats are popularizing political assassination, even of media figures. And I think that's a can of worms they really don't want to open. I know it's a can of worms, but they've opened it, and now they're pouring gasoline on the fire, and they're not the good guys. Boy, they're not the good guys. So the Democrat was arrested. In fact, a normal man rushed in and kind of picked up the punk and threw him down to the ground. And it looks like he survived, that he was a young man and in perfectly good shape. So he didn't break his shoulder or his hip or anything, but it'd be more fun if you had. And so the nice man pulled him out. He's vandalizing the hell out of the memorial to Charlie Kirk at the Turning Point USA headquarters. He's wearing the same T-shirt that the assassin was wearing, because Democrats are going to make that popular. And I got to tell you, if you're walking around wearing that T-shirt with a smug look on your face, then you're a Democrat. And I'll just leave it at that. Isn't that extraordinary? We don't want violence. The Democrat Party seems to want violence, but we don't want violence. We're holding vigils and prayer services and an event at the Kennedy Center last night, where people gathered to cheer the life of Charlie Kirk, and a number of people, Speaker of the House, Cabinet Secretary Tulsi Gabbard, at least several members of the House of Representatives were present for the event at the Kennedy Center. And it went from being solemn to being raucous in celebrating the life, phrase that is often used in these circumstances, of Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated by a Democrat whose boyfriend thinks he's going to be a transgender person. The murderer, Tyler Robinson, wearing the black T-shirt with the American flag and the eagle, so he thought he could fit in at a pro-American rally. No Democrat would ever wear that T-shirt unless he's trying to fit in someplace where he doesn't belong. And Tyler Robinson is the murderer, and he's a gay guy living with his man friend who thinks he's transgender. And it all started when a transgender Democrat showed up with a rifle at a Catholic school in Minneapolis, Minnesota, a couple of weeks ago, and murdered 2 school children who were praying in the Catholic Church. It was their first prayer service mass of the year at the Catholic school, when the Democrat transgender showed up and shot, I believe, 19 people, killing 2 school children, wounding 17 others. Then we had the angry Democrat with 14 previous arrests, who murdered, actually a mentally ill, schizophrenic Democrat, 100% Democrat, the black man who got up and butchered the Ukrainian refugee lady on a subway train. in Durham. Durham? No, I keep getting that wrong.
Charlotte, North Carolina. See it, Rocky? I told you it was the subway.
Woman, and that's another Democrat crime, another crime against humanity, and that's your Democrat Party. And now we have the Democrat Party assassinating Charlie Kirk, and Democrats out there celebrating and cheering, and online, lots and lots of online celebration, and then you set up a memorial for somebody who's murdered instead of rioting and looting and burning and attacking the police and the Democrats when their criminal junkie George Floyd died of cardiac failure while resisting arrest. The Democrats burned untold cities, 50, 100 cities that the Democrat Party violently attacked and burned and looted and plundered. And that's all fine.
Wow.
All right, so in Phoenix at the Turning Point USA headquarters, a memorial attacked by a Democrat wearing the same T-shirt that the assassin was wearing. Also in Colorado, another incident. Loveland family's memorial to Charlie Kirk burned. Loveland, Colorado. And the station KDVR has vandals burned a Loveland family's memorial to Turning Point USA CEO Charlie Kirk, who was shot and killed on Wednesday, September 10th, during a tour event at a Utah Valley University. And the family is not releasing their location or full name due to concerns for their safety because the Democrat Party is so violent. And the vandals set the fence on fire at their house at approximately 1:15 p.m., middle of the day, as 5 children slept inside the home. It's nap time at the house. When they burnt that fence, the fire could have gone into the house, and it would have really harmed somebody. The local news covered the story in Colorado.
What happened to Charlie was unspeakable. You know, everyone is destroyed over this.
So Michael and his family created a memorial along their fence to honor the slain CEO of Turning Point USA. But late Saturday night, vandals lit the display on fire.
When they burnt that fence, that fire could have went into that house and it could have really harmed somebody. It's the rhetoric. It's what people are being fed. There's so much hate in this world, and we need to stop.
The vandals also broke the back window of the family's SUV.
When we quit.
How about it, JC? When are you going to start speaking out against the hate? When are you going to stand up for people like Charlie Kirk?
Yeah, you think?
Despite the fact he supports Trump. You think it's okay to murder somebody because they support Trump?
Charlie Kirk Memorial.
Fuck you, JC, and fuck you, Tom Carlisle, Jarl Wiggin. I hope my nephew's watching.
The fence
right there.
The house of a family in Loveland, Colorado, who set up a memorial, and on the back window of their SUV, it's not clear if they wrote, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk on the back window of the SUV, and that's why they smashed it, or whether they just smashed it because they're violent, psychotic, bloodthirsty criminals. Could be either. Do you like either or either? I prefer either most of the time. Isn't that amazing? Yes, it is. Speaking of global warming, I know we weren't speaking of global warming, but just in case we were speaking of global warming, the Reuters news agency with this story on Friday, long after we got off the air, USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture, projects record U.S. corn crop. Most harvested acres since 1933. And you know why that is? Global warming. Because warmer weather is better weather. Everybody likes warmer weather. People don't say, when I retire, I'm moving to Minnesota. Of course, it's a loony bin in Minnesota. Now we should fence it off and throw all the crazy people in there, but there it is. Isn't that amazing? So we've got, here's the global warming out of Chicago, the Reuters news agency. U.S. farmers will reap a record corn crop this autumn, eclipsing the previous record set 2 years ago by nearly 1.5 billion bushels, and harvesting their largest acreage in 92 years. That's since 1933. Isn't that amazing? Largest corn crop. Where's Clarence Beeks? I need Clarence Beeks. Get Clarence Beeks on the horn. That's just amazing. And you know why that is? That's because it's just a little bit warmer, and that means that there's more fertile land that can be farmed, and the season is a little bit longer, and so we can feed more people for a lower price. And it's just something else that the Democrat Party is against. Aren't they amazing? Your Democrat Party. They are something. Okay, we've got a lot more of the Democrats coming. We got Jasmine Crockett, who at slave patrols. God, they love slavery, don't they? And they view all.
I don't know anything about it, Chewy. I have no idea what you're talking about.
But I call them Latinx because that's how you.
The president does what the president does. He's the president. If you were the president, you do what you feel is right, right?
Crockett, she's on slave patrol. Oh, and here's another Democrat story because
Jasmine Crockett,
aliens and open borders.
A congresswoman from Texas, and she's black. She made fun of the Texas governor, Abbott. He's crippled. He's in a wheelchair because a tree branch fell on him and hurt him. He can't walk. Calling him wheels. This Jasmine Crockett, boy, she's quite the fucking spunkster.
Court documents say the suspect became upset after the manager didn't speak to him.
Yeah, if the president does it, he does it, Chewy.
A woman to translate.
He did. He can. He's the president.
So you got
Talk to him about it.
Was arrested on suspicion of
I'm not the president.
Alleged to have beheaded
Chewy.
the manager of a Dallas motel and left the victim's head in a trash.
Chewy, the guy was murdered.
According to records,
okay, the guy was fucking murdered, Chewy. Do you understand that? You're out here talking about. Oh Jesus, I'm gonna fucking turn this down. You want me to talk to you, Chewy? I'll talk to you. You're fucking out here talking about your poor health. You have cancer. You're going to die. This guy's been fucking murdered. All right? You're still alive. This guy was murdered because of his political stance. He preaches God. He preaches the Constitution. He stands for your fucking civil rights. And they murdered him, Chewy. Do you fucking understand that, Chewy? Can you get that through your fucking thick liberal mind, please? Meanwhile, Kittles is over at Alpesh trying to call me out over there. I made a couple of posts. Tassie Joe is up there for about an hour this morning. Yeah, I'm watching you, Alpesh, you stupid fuck. Do you understand that, Chewy? He was murdered. It was a political assassination. The guy's a journalist. He has a right to support one party or the other, or both. Chewy. Right? You want to question, you're always question. You came in here and questioned me. Did you really believe that Trump had set it up so he could get shot at? Do you really believe that, Chewy? Because that's the way I took it when you come in here that day and did that. So either you really believe that, or you're just doing it trying to trigger me, knowing that, that Trump didn't set that up. What'd I say to you? Would you have somebody shoot at your head to garner votes so you can get elected president, Chewy? Come on, Chewy. Please. Come on. Seriously. And you want to criticize me. You don't even know me, Chewy, other than here. You're a Trump hater, Chewy. That's all there is to it. You guys are incapable of having an original thought. You can't admit when you're wrong about something and then just move on. The guy was murdered, Chewy. All right? He was murdered. Imagine if that were your brother or your son. Right? If it was a Harris supporter and they did that, how would you feel? Don't tell me I gaslight. I'm not gaslighting anything. If you don't like it, too bad, Chewy. All right, I let you in the chat here. You come here. You say what you want. I don't give a shit. But expect to get rebutted. No, you're just a Trump hater. This guy was murdered, and you don't give a shit. That's the bottom line. That's not gaslighting. I'm not lying about anything. People who gaslight, they're lying about what they're talking about. I'm not lying, and you know I'm not lying, Chewy. You know what, Chewy? I'm getting to the point. You're married, right? I don't want to talk to you unless your husband's with you. I don't care. You can be in the side chat if your friends are here, whatever. All right? But you're wrong. The guy was murdered. And you and JC and all the rest of you, you just fucking go on like fucking life is, just wonderful. As you hate on Trumpers. JC's still doing it.
There's only one Chris Plant, the Chris Plant Show.
You got that fucking stray cat in her chat with a wrench. That dumb fuck. Talk about someone who shouldn't have a wrench. And then she sits there and says my name fucking time and talk about Billy over and over and over and over. Why? Because I don't like dealing with married women that are like that. Does your husband know what you're doing? I want to talk to your husband. Does he feel the same way? Do you henpeck that motherfucker? Or does this get you away from him? You have no sympathy for Charlie Kirk at all, just because he's a Trump supporter. You think he deserved it. People like you think he deserved this, Chewy, and that's troublesome to me. That bothers me. It does. Meanwhile, you want to come in here and why do I need to know that you have cancer? Why would you come to my chat and talk about your ailments? And Monica does that, always talking about how sick she is, but look what she does. You guys are fucked up in the head. You really are. See, you're assuming. No, you're trolling me. You're trying to troll me. Yeah. I don't know. Are you? You got the hots for me, Chewy? Huh? Am I the kind of man you really want? Huh? Are you here to justify to your husband that other men desire you, like what Tiffany's doing? Huh? Is that the deal, Chewy? You're just a Trump hater. That's all there is to it. You don't like Trump supporters. That's all there is to it, Chewy. That's the way you are. I'll have to show you shit. I don't have to prove anything to you, Chewy. Sorry. I just sit here and listen to the news and want to talk about current events, Chewy. That's what I do. According to Wiggin, I'm not running my chat right. I don't let the right people in here. I don't know what I'm talking about. And you support that shit. You don't know me. I'm not your friend. I never hung out with you. You guys all block me and fucking talk. Where were you 2, 3, 4 years ago, Chewy? Anytime you've ever talked to me, you attack me. You attack Mega. That's what you do. Especially, Trump set it up so somebody would shoot at his head. So everybody would feel sorry for Trump and vote for him to get him elected president. Okay, Chewy. Hey, Alpesh has a panel going. No, I'm listening to the news. It's hard to, somebody wanted to come up to talk about what's going on, I'd let them do that. Chewy, you were asking about Gotti in Vegas chat. I'm privy to some information. Oh yeah, I've had his real picture for a very long time. That's a fact. That is a fact. And it's been verified time and time again. And there's certain people who have seen him turn his camera on. But I'm not going to tell you. And if you didn't see me when I did use it, you missed it. Events happen. Now, I got up this morning. I checked my internet now. I was watching TV, and I learned that Rob Knox just had a panel. So I found his channel, and I listened to what happened on his panel. And Gotti was one of them up on the panel. Now I must say it was a good panel because not once did my name come up. That's good. So we wanted to stay on. We gotta stay on topic. I don't do that to people that come in here. Topic can change like that. This is the ad lib station right here. This is what DA dreams of doing right here. DA couldn't do this. Neither could Wiggin. They get mad because I listen to the radio. This is what my life is like.
Let's go to the
So fuck yeah.
We've got a Democrat. I was happy to see a Democrat calling in from Chicago, Illinois.
I'm a New Yorker.
On the great
yeah.
Let's go to George calling from Chicago, Illinois. George, if that's your real name, you're on the Chris Plant Show.
Oh, just shut up, Chewy. Just stop with the sophomoric shit.
I said, George, if that's
I'm fucking 64 years old. I don't need you telling me. You don't let people be friends with you. I'm not going to be friends with somebody that wants to fucking call me names all the time. Sorry.
No disrespect, but you are not helping in the situation. I just heard some news report where
Chewy
or something on this.
Go be with your friends, Chewy.
And,
if you don't like it.
I have not mentioned the killing from the schools with the other.
There he is, right there.
The Republican kid at the school shooting. You haven't mentioned that at all.
There he is, right there. Yeah, fuck you, Wiggin. You fucking dumb son of a bitch. What are you gonna do?
Salt Lake City, the 2 Muslim men arrested for that. What school shooting you're talking about that I haven't talked about?
In Evergreen.
In Evergreen. Oh, last week where the guy that shot 2 kids and then killed.
You don't run this place, Wiggin. I do.
Nothing at all.
I'm in fucking charge here.
The Chris Plant Show.
You don't run this fucking place, Wiggin. Fuck you. You had your chance to have your say here, Wiggin, but you didn't want it. All you want to do is fight with me. Fuck you.
I'm John Matthews. A framework deal has been reached for the ownership of TikTok, according to Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. This after weekend talks between the U.S. and China in Spain.
Wiggin, you might want to go listen to Rob Knox's fucking broadcast if he still has it up. I already listened to it. I already watched it.
Tesla stock is climbing today as CEO Elon Musk revealed he's bought more than 2.5 million shares worth approximately $1 billion. Shares of the
Chewy,
vehicle maker rose more than 5%.
I'm not too strange for you to understand. You're the strange one, Chewy. You're the odd one. Don't even know you. You want me to have sympathy for you because you have cancer, but you don't have sympathy for a fellow American that just got murdered. Not 1 ounce of fucking sympathy for the man. So fuck you. And you support Jarl Wiggin, who's trashed Dougie fucking time and time again. You guys are fucked up in the head. Tell me, oh, you don't let people be friends with you. Duh. So I didn't let Doug be friends with me by him coming up here? Chewy, fuck you, bitch. You want to run your mouth? Go ahead. That's what you're going to get. Fuck you. You're wrong. Chewy, you're wrong. Period. That's right. Freedom of speech. This is my chat. Wiggin doesn't run this fucking place. Rusty doesn't run this place. I run this fucking place. I do. I decide. Now Wiggin doesn't like the decisions that I've made. Rusty has a wrench. Gotti has a wrench. JT has a wrench. Tom has a wrench. Rocky has a wrench. My nephew has a wrench. There's not really many wrenches here, and they don't get used a lot. Wiggin hangs and JC hangs on every fucking word I say. I played copyrighted music last night. My stream went unavailable. And that's really the first time that's done that to me like that. And then it comes right back. Like, oh, it was Zenny's chat. She was playing music quite a bit, and they did a turn. It comes back. There's acid drip. Hey, Acid Trip, tell that stupid fucking Kittles, I don't need to come to your chat. He wants me to come to your chat. Fuck you. You know, I ruined your fucking chat experience there, Acid Drip. You're all sorts of fucked up. You should have fucking listened to me and stayed the right way. Now you're fucked. Completely. I'll never support your chat again. How many times you fucking, oh, Billy's live in that. I supported your chat, Acid. I supported you. Now look at you. Did you find a new place? Huh? You've been evicted. I was right. You got evicted. You're gonna get kicked out of this place too if you get moved in there. Then you lied to Tossie Joe about why you moved out of the other place. The same thing happened there. It's happening to you at your new place. You're a fucking loudmouth motherfucker. You need somebody else to fucking talk about on your fucking chat because there's nothing about you to talk about. That's why you're up everybody's asses all the time. That guy didn't want you fucking using your camera on him. You fucked up, boy. Oh, I'm mentally ill, but you call yourself Acid Trip. Okay. You're big fucking drug user. Fucking flashing your little bag of cocaine on your fucking chat the other night. You dumb motherfucker. This is why I don't do cocaine, because of behavior like yours. Don't worry, you got Kittles. You got Patrick Rowe. You got those American support for your chat. That'll do you. That's all you need, Acid Drip. But you come over here, Kittles. I'll let you up this time. You want to come up and fucking say something to me, Kittles? Come on up. Because Kittles is over at fucking Acid Trip's chat. Fucking sitting on it. Because he's a slug. Here's someone, right? Was he thinking of other people when he did that robbery and ran from the cops? Was he thinking of his family when he had to go for drug treatment? How many times has that fucker been for drug treatment? How much other shit has Melinda put up with that dumb fuck?
Making reference to is a shooting at a school where a lunatic shot and wounded 2 students in Evergreen.
I'm not flying out the handle. They're the ones.
And then he killed himself.
I'm their content. Exactly, Chewy. I'm JC's content and I'm Wiggins' content. And that's a fact. Without me, they wouldn't have content.
And they brought into the story these Obama administration official, Jonathan Greenfield.
Was it for what I do? They wouldn't have any content.
Group that doesn't do very much these days. They ought to be picketing outside of the Emmys, but never mind that. So, a teen who opened fire at a Colorado high school this week, that was last week, was active in a so-called violent gore.
So what do you want me to do, Chewy? Quit streaming? You want me to just leave the internet? Is that the solution to the problem? So they can't make fun of me? I mean, look, that is so. You're just so fucking stupid. I mean, look at this fucking. Look at this bullshit, right?
The Emmys. Just bisexual, be bisexual.
You're definitely listening to Wiggin, because that's what he says. That's the shit that comes out of his fucking mouth. Duh, we're gonna make Billy mad. Duh. No, I make you mad. You cry about my radio program and every fucking thing. So fuck you. There you go, Chewy. I guess we really ain't friends, Chewy. I can be nice to you, but you know. You want to talk politics or current event? I'll talk to him. You're wrong. They murdered the guy. It was a political murder, and you don't give a shit, and that bothers me. That makes me mad.
Had been active on the same website, which the organization says, ADL says, is known for hosting content backing white supremacists. Nobody's ever heard of it. And this website.
You guys been demonizing Donald Trump since he came on the political stage. And I'm sick of it.
It's the internet. What do you think, George?
You fuckers shot at him.
Or just shut it down to Democrats. It's like, I've been saying for a long time now that the Democrats, they always say they
I don't find it funny, Chewy. You don't make me mad. These fuckers. They laugh at you. They all use you for entertainment. They like to watch you fly out the handle. They are smart. You give them content, and you are too stupid to see it. That's exactly what Wiggins says. He's got that fucking drilled into your head.
Kind of a little bit
fucking stupid.
Not really funny.
Stupidity on fucking display right now, right here. You want to come up here, Chewy?
That's the problem with
Huh? You want to come up here, Chewy, and watch me fucking fly off the handle? You want to see how I get? Huh? Chewy, you want to come up here, bitch? There's the link. Come on. I don't want to hear about your fucking cancer. I really don't give a fuck. Come on up. I'll turn this off. Come on up, Chewy. You want to come up? You want a piece of me, Chewy? Bring your fucking friends. Been live an hour and 44 minutes.
Pretty amazing stuff, I've got to say. And it sums it up.
Come on, Wiggin. Click on my fucking link.
Very intelligently. Conservatives say that guns are for sport, hunting.
That motherfucker begged me to go live, Chewy.
What they use them
You're
for.
wrong. It's the other way around. On the contrary.
Liberals say that guns are for killing people because that's what they use.
There's the link. Come on up.
Robberies and carjackings.
Bring Wiggin with you. Come up and explain this right here.
George, you know I'm right about that. You live in Chicago. And the president wants to help fight crime.
Explain how this happens right here.
Elected Democrats in Chicago.
They are smart.
More crime. They want to have
Come on up.
600 murders this year. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, white supremacist. Is that right? Okay. Well, he killed himself. He wounded 2 other people. That's a terrible thing. But I've got to say, in Chicago, I haven't even looked up my Chicago violence over the weekend. But I'll tell you what, George, it's going to be worse than that school shooting. I guarantee you that. The criminals in Chicago don't kill themselves at the end of their crimes. But in Chicago, the Democrats are fighting for more violence because that's what they do.
That's right. Why are you picking a fight with me, Chewy?
Chicago weekend. And
why you do that?
Shootings. Because that's the norm.
Because I'm a Trump supporter. You hate Trump supporters. That's the only reason you come at me.
Chicago shootings this weekend. At least
that's a fact.
19 shot.
Now you want to cry? You got cancer and shit. I really don't give a fuck. Big deal. You got cancer.
100% Democrat crime. No reason to believe this.
We're all going to die of something.
Had a political motivation at all. He's a lost child because the Democrat Party raises little girls to be psycho killers.
At least you haven't been murdered.
I got to tell you, I just Michael
because you believe in Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. Big Hillary Clinton supporter, Chewy is. Another Shannon is a fucking moron.
7-year-old and a 9-year-old or a 10-year-old.
Big fucking Hillary supporters.
The mom Drake suddenly comes to her 2 little girls.
That must bother you, Chewy. Fucking Hillary getting beat out first by Barack Obama. Barack Obama beat her first. Yeah, that was supposed to have been Hillary's turn to be president, 2008. But here comes the token black guy, half white. They installed him. You're right. They installed President Wiggin. They installed Barack Obama. Trump wasn't installed. Not in 2016, he wasn't. And there's the link, Chewy. Come on up and debate me. Tell me I'm wrong. Bring Wiggin with you. Wiggin was so proud when he made me. He used to brag about it. He could never beat the team of Wiggin and Hayden. That's a fact. He wanted to tell my nephew about how kind he was to let me into his chow. Yeah, but your brother is, or your uncle is stupid. I'm going to try to convince my nephew that I'm dumb. These motherfuckers think they know people in my village better than I do.
Your Democrat Party.
Your Democrat Party.
Anti-civilization.
Keep voting Democrat, Chewy.
Dressing surrender stuff. Charlie Kirk, Turning Point USA. Guy wearing the assassin T-shirt showed up at the Turning Point USA Memorial in Phoenix, Arizona. Vandalized it wearing the assassin's T-shirt, the matching to the exact same T-shirt. And people in Colorado set up a memorial outside their home. Democrats showed up, set it on fire, smashed windows, and that's perfectly normal. Democrat Party and the news media kind of, they do a little smirk and they shrug, and it's okay. Yeah, a man thrown to ground and arrested for trampling on Charlie Kirk Memorial in chaotic scene. Yes, sir. And the news media is upset, left-wing news media. GOP senator calls it dangerous for media to allow Trump to be called Hitler. And the Democrats like, no, that's good. But our rhetoric is fine. You just assassinated 3 Republican presidents, shot 2 more, shot at 3 more. 1 Democrat president shot and killed in American history by a communist, and the Democrat Party. I got to tell you. All right, let's get to some audio here, Michael. Let's go to let's start at number 1. At the New York Jets game, the National Football League NFL game last night, the New York Jets at the game, Charlie Kirk's name.
I'm not looking anything up. Now answer my question.
No rioting, no burning anything, no setting people's houses on fire, no smashing car windows. And one of our guys was assassinated, murdered, shot and killed. His wife, now widow, and 2 kids were there, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. And the Democrat Party all over the place, online and on television and beyond, applauding the murder. Just amazing stuff. At Lake Havasu in Arizona, there was a memorial event for Charlie Kirk. Music and everything, and a beautiful, positive, optimistic faith is found everywhere. There is no arson. There are no shootings. There is no violence. There is none of the Democrat Party activities, which all are violent. Republican Congressman Anna Paulina Luna, it turns out, quite well known, met Charlie Kirk, and Charlie Kirk apparently vectored her to politics and to the U.S. Congress.
As I sat there next to him, student after student approached the debate, often with heated emotions, but Charlie remained cool, calm, and logical, and one by one, no matter how controversial the question was, he would dismantle them with his reasoning. And that's when I...
Kind of like what I do here.
Charlie Kirk did need college. College needed Charlie Kirk.
That's what I do here. I'm doing it with Chewy right now.
You know, Charlie Kirk grew up on the North Shore, not the North Shore, but the suburbs of Chicago, as I did, and my brothers, and he a high school graduate. He's not a college graduate. And Anna Paulina Luna, who
say goodbye, you two.
Introduced.
I don't want to see neither one of you.
In large part, thanks to Charlie Kirk, now a member.
Because you do it at Doug's chat, so get the fuck out of my face, both of you.
And the Democrat Party.
Done with you, Chewy. Bye.
Large or writ small.
Go rest. You're on chemo or whatever you're doing.
Luna,
stay alive.
That several days ago wants to put a statue of Charlie Kirk in the U.S. Capitol. You know, each state, Arizona gets 2 statues inside of the United States Capitol, and you know the Democrats. I don't know who they have, but in Minnesota, who would they put into the Capitol for there? There's some psychotic lunatics. Amazing stuff. In maybe the state of Washington.
You should have answered my question. I wouldn't have timed you out.
12-foot bronze statue.
You won't even answer my question. You just keep blobbing. I'm not putting up with it.
Lenin.
Sophomore.
12-foot bronze statue. Never been vandalized. Isn't that?
You guys are my peers. You're in my age group. You should fucking know better. Yeah, I got that fucking idiot on in the background. Fucking there's your boy Kiddo, Siberian Gal Pal, up on Acid Trip's panel. You're all a bunch of Shannon people. Fuck you assholes. Yeah, I turn him off because I want to hear the news.
Reporting that the suspect lived with a transgender partner. Is that accurate? And are investigators looking at this part of his life as a possible motivation?
Nah.
Yes, definitely. And yes, I can confirm that. I know that has been reported and that the FBI has confirmed that as well, that the roommate was a romantic partner, a male transitioning to female. I can say that...
I thought you queers are supposed to be all about love.
This partner has been incredibly cooperative.
Fucking murderous motherfuckers.
This was happening. And is
violent
working with
motherfuckers
investigators right now.
And I just say Governor Cox took a little bit of blowback. So, but I got to tell you, since we're talking about that, you think it has anything to do with it? We know, Dana Bash, if you follow the stinking news, that on the bullets, the assassin, the gay Democrat transgender boyfriend guy, who is a Democrat named Tyler Robinson, that he wrote on the bullets tranny stuff and this anti-fascist stuff, because they're the fascists. So naturally, they call everybody else fascists. It's the old Russian playbook. But in New York over the weekend, there was a prayer vigil going on, and Democrats showed up, and they turned what the psycho killer, Tyler Robinson, wrote on the bullets into a song. They're singing the lyrics. They're not lyrics, the words as lyrics that he wrote on the bullets. Got a normal person off in the distance, oh, beautiful for spacious skies. And the Democrats in here chanting and singing the words written on the bullets because they're the Democrat Party. And so Dana Bash is talking to the, I think, perfectly wonderful Governor Spencer Cox, who was so great last week. And I'm not going to, has one line that I don't like, and I'm going to turn on him. I just don't do that. But Dana Bash, Democrat, pretending to be a journalist. I used to work with her when I was at CNN. Not a terrible person, just a terrible journalist. And Dana Bash speaking to Governor Spencer Cox.
How is that relevant to the investigation when it comes to the motive? Are you learning that?
Wrote on the bullets.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out right now. Again, it's easy to draw conclusions from that, and so we've got the shell casings, other forensic evidence that is coming in, and trying to piece all of those things together.
Yeah, I'm trying to piece all those things together. There's more from there. I've got more from there, and other Spencer Cox. Remarkable times we are in. The media. You know that the all-new third-generation Eden Pure Thunderstorm air purifier has finally arrived, and the third generation builds on the incredible success of the previous generations, which earned thousands of five-star reviews on Al Gore's amazing internet, became a great bestseller. This new Eden Pure Thunderstorm uses two technologies that studies have demonstrated help to kill up to 99.9% of bacteria and viruses floating in the air in your home, in your office. Also removes dust and pet stuff and smoke and a whole lot more from the air that you breathe. And it gets rid of any stinky odor. With no filters to replace again and again like some air purifiers, the Thunderstorm will help get rid of any stinky smell guaranteed. Talking about odors from trash cans, cigarette smoke, liberal protesters, musty basements. No match for the Eden Pure Thunderstorm. Any smell will disappear in a matter of seconds. And right now, because we hang out together, you can save $200 American on an Eden Pure Thunderstorm 3-pack for whole home protection. Put one in your basement, your bedroom, your teenager's room. Bring one to the office. Give one as a gift. Any place you like to have clean, fresh air. Just go to EdenPureDeals.com and use the discount code CHRIS3, CHRIS and the number 3 to save $200 on 3 thunderstorms. That's EdenPureDeals.com. The discount code is CHRIS3. Yes, sir. Yeah, I've got more, and I'll share with you what the governor said got him in a little trouble. That's coming up.
You're listening to the Chris Plante Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news. Every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, score over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-OPEN-Y or text HOPEN-Y 467-369. 21 and over. New York only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
But I don't want to get a flu shot.
You don't want to get the flu again. It's just a teensy little poke.
Hi guys, I know you don't like needles, so I brought Fuzzy.
What is that?
It's a device that uses vibration and ice to help take the sting out of shots.
See, hun, that wasn't so bad.
Wait, you did it already?
Yep, Fuzzy helps. And Kinney is the only pharmacy that has him.
I'm going to tell everyone I know.
Great. They can schedule online at KinneyDrugs.com.
It's sunshine savings at Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader. Plenty of late model vehicles with low miles on the lot right now, like a loaded 2016 Lincoln MKX, only $15,999, or a 2020 Acura TLX. Beautiful. Low miles, just $27,999. A 2018 Toyota 4Runner, 59,000 miles, would look perfect in your driveway. Hey, the sun is shining at Widget Auto Sales on out of Washington Street, and see them online at widgetautosales.com. The used car leader.
I'm Kiana, and I leveled up my business with Shopify. Once I figured out that Shopify was a thing, I never turned back. I can create a site with my eyes closed. Shopify thinks ahead of us, and it thinks about the customer more than anything. Every day I'm thinking about some other new business, but Shopify is doing it to me because it's so easy to use. It's like I can't stop. I'm addicted.
Start your free trial at shopify.com.
Ever wish buying a home was as easy as clicking your heels 3 times? At Northern Credit Union, we know there's no place like home. We offer first-time buyer programs with no closing costs, VA, USDA, seasonal, new construction, and many other loan options. If you're dreaming of home ownership, Northern will help you get into your new home in 3 clicks of your heels. Getting approved is quick and easy, and with our meet or beat rate guarantee, you know you're getting the lowest rate possible. Our team is here to help you along the yellow brick road to home ownership with honest advice, personalized service, and support every step of the way. Click your heels, or just call or text, because at Northern, there's no place like home. Northern Credit Union, mortgage magic in the real world. Call or text 315-782-0155 or apply online at mynorthern.com. Federally insured, NCUA, equal housing opportunity.
Every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, score over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-OPEN-Y or text HOPEN-Y 467-369. 21 and over. New York only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Are your paid search campaigns struggling to drive real growth? Viant helps you reach more of your audience right where they're watching. Streaming TV. Get started today at ViantCTV.com.
It's sunshine savings at Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader. Plenty of late model vehicles with low miles on the lot right now, like a loaded 2016 Lincoln MKX, only $15,999, or a 2020 Acura TLX. Beautiful. Low miles, just $27,999. A 2018 Toyota 4Runner, 59,000 miles. Would look perfect in your driveway. Hey, the sun is shining at Widget Auto Sales on Out of Washington Street. And see them online at widgetautosales.com. The used car leader.
Lowe's knows how to get you ready for holiday hosting with up to 35% off select home decor. And get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, members get free delivery, haul away, basic installation, parts, and a 2-year Lowe's protection plan when you spend $2,500 or more on select LG major appliances. Valid through 10/1. Member offer excludes Massachusetts, Maryland, Wisconsin, New Jersey, and Florida. Installed by independent contractors. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for more details.
A better life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Are you feeling burned out in your relationship with your spouse? It's this, quote, state of emotional exhaustion that develops when the pressures and demands of maintaining a relationship outweigh the resources and support available to nurture it. So why does it happen? Well, oftentimes it can be an unequal division of labor at home. It can be a lack of work-life balance, family stressors, lack of growth as a couple. Maybe it's just boredom. So the first thing you need to do, according to psychologists, both of you, is acknowledge what's going on. Say, I've noticed, or I feel, and then take responsibility. Believe me, it's not just your partner who needs to change. Set aside some regular time to talk through what you need to talk about and how you could both do better. And try some new things together that can ignite reconnection and excitement. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Ever wish buying a home was as easy as clicking your heels 3 times? At Northern Credit Union, we know there's no place like home. We offer first-time buyer programs with no closing costs, VA, USDA, season, new construction, and many other loan options. If you're dreaming of home ownership, Northern will help you get into your new home in 3 clicks of your heels. Getting approved is quick and easy, and with our meet or beat rate guarantee, you know you're getting the lowest rate possible. Our team is here to help you along the yellow brick road to home ownership with honest advice, personalized service, and support every step of the way. Click your heels or just call or text, because at Northern, there's no place like home. Northern Credit Union. Mortgage magic in the real world. Call or text 315-782-0155 or apply online at mynorthern.com. Federally insured, NCUA, equal housing opportunity.
How do you make an Airbnb a Verbo? Picture a vacation rental with a host who's showing you every room like you've never seen a house before. Now get rid of them. There you go. No host ever. Now it's a Verbo. Make it a Verbo.
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART, that's code HEART, to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. These may apply in Illinois, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada?
Yes, please. Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
It's sunshine savings at Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader. Plenty of late model vehicles with low miles on the lot right now, like a loaded 2016 Lincoln MKX, only $15,999. Or a 2020 Acura TLX. Beautiful. Low miles, just $27,999. A 2018 Toyota 4Runner, 59,000 miles. Would look perfect in your driveway. Hey, the sun is shining at Wichita Auto Sales on Out Washington Street. And see them online at
Well,
The used car.
I have to leave.
Hey, if you have
I'll be back later.
Yellow toe fungus, you got to hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands